Hey everybody, Will Fix here. Got another video for you today. I just want to take a few minutes to talk about what an XRP ETF would do for XRP price. Many believe that manipulation would then occur in prices like other assets. And I don't believe this is true, and I thought I would take a few minutes to explain why I don't believe this will work, so to speak, with XRP. XRP is not like any other asset and how that it works, and that would affect how derivatives would work against or for the idea of price manipulation. So first, let's take a look at how price manipulation works right after this 1-minute ad. Hopefully you're not leaving your cryptocurrency on the exchanges. Exchanges can fail and get hacked. If you don't own the keys to your coin, then you're not in custody of your coin, someone else is. Be sure to get yourself a cold storage wallet. I suggest a decent wallet after having owned several different wallets. I like the decent wallet. I like the easy access with the thumbprint. I love the features inside, how it Bluetooths with my phone and gives me a large screen. Also like how I can order two. I use one for a moon bag, coin I'm not going to touch for maybe years. I use the other one as just my regular wallet. You can order two for $219, that's $99 off. Or you can order one if you wish. When you order, your shipping is free if you live in the US, the UK, the EU, or Japan. Order one today. I think you'll be satisfied. To order now and get the discount, you can use the link that's appearing above my head. There's also a link in the description, and generally there's one at the end of all my videos. Go ahead and order now. You'll be satisfied. Okay, so let's discuss it. Let's read this. Stocks can be manipulated. Let me highlight it. Stocks can be manipulated through derivatives by using various strategies to artificially influence the price of a stock by placing large derivative orders, like options or futures contracts, which can create the illusion of high demand or supply, therefore causing the underlying stock price to move in a desired direction, often through tactics like spoofing and layering. So let's look at spoofing and layering. Spoofing, a common manipulative tactic where large orders are placed on the order book but quickly canceled before execution, creating the illusion of high buying or selling interest. Now let's look at layering. Then we'll talk about both of them. A strategy where multiple derivative orders are placed at different price levels to create a false appearance of depth in the order book. So, how both of these work, if you understand what an order book is, let's go ahead and take a look at an order book so we can talk about it better. Okay, so here's a picture of an order book. I was trying to pull one up for XRP, but I couldn't get in my KuCoin account, which has an order book in it. So we'll use this as an example. It'll work just fine. So here you see the price of the asset is $56,638.50. That is on the bid side. And on the ask side, so this particular asset, it looks like the bid is $56,638.50 and the ask is $56,658.50. And you can see here the size of the order that's being placed. So at a quick glance, you could come over here and you could say, oh, well, looky here on the bid side, you have 71,000. You have 65,000 just right below that, and you don't have on the other side, you don't have anything equal to that. So if there is a bid for 56,620, then you can see that if it's at 56,638, that price is probably going to go down or up based on which side is weighted. So when you do a derivative order, what they're talking about is that shows up in the bid and ask on the order book. So this is people struggling to get the best price they can. And in a sentiment where it's going down and people are dumping it, they just start changing the price of their selling lower and lower, and that's how you have a runoff. And the opposite is true, that you have the asset, everybody has FOMOing, they're trying to get the asset, or they know for some reason it's going to go up in price. And you see a lot of orders on the bid side, you'll see the bid price accelerate, and then the asset's price is going up. So the derivatives market can affect an asset that way in the bid and ask, in the buying and selling. Now, why won't that work for XRP, you may wonder? And the answer to that question is really quite simple. The banks and institutions aren't shopping for price. They're not looking at bid and ask as far as if they're going to make a decision to buy or sell. So they do not care about the order book. So they're not viewing the order book to see what's happening, and then therefore the price isn't manipulated for XRP in the event there's an ETF and derivatives. So because it's not being viewed by the bank, they don't care what the bid and the ask is. They simply put their money down, their $1 billion, and say, give me as many XRP as it takes to send this to Indonesia. And then that process is done. They don't try to shop. So they're not stopped by the order book, because that is a response that is by people. People are looking at order books, and they are seeing that there are large orders, spoof orders maybe, and then they're deciding to either buy or sell based on whichever side it's weighted on. And so that's the human reaction inside of an order book that causes manipulation. Well, none of the banks and institutions give a rat's you-know-what about the order book, so they're not going to refer to it to see if they should buy or sell. And look at how big of the purchases they are. I call it a purchase, even if it's owned for seconds, because that's the effect that it has, is a giant purchase. So you're literally going to have millions and millions of XRP being purchased. That's why I call them the indiscriminate buyer. They could care less about price. They're not going to look at order books. They're not going to be able to manipulate the price of XRP by the order books. So the derivatives will not, in my opinion, have the same effect. Do you think that that's right? You may disagree with me, and tell me why in the comments. If you like this kind of content, please do give me a thumbs up. And I want this message to get out there. So I would love to see 1,000 thumbs up. If you could, that would help me, and I would appreciate it. If you give a thumbs up to the video, just thank you very much in advance. And guess what? I'll see you next video.